Alright, guys, I'm going to talk about marriage today and why your relationship may be failing. And I'm going to speak from experience. You got to understand, especially you Christian guys, it has nothing to do with your salvation. Because you and some woman don't get along. That has nothing to do with you and God. And you have to be careful that it doesn't come between you and God. That's some effect. Because sometimes, here's what happens, and we're finna get into a lot. We're gonna cover a lot in this. If you're married to someone who is a believer or professing to be a believer, and you're a believer, when you see their flesh, it's going to affect you negatively. It's going to make you not want to hear them talk about God. But everybody has a right to believe. Everybody has a right to talk about God. It's not, if just because you don't get along with someone, that doesn't mean that they're not saved. Like, that doesn't mean that, it could mean they're immature. It could mean they just not messing with you. It could be deceptions from darkness. Or it could be some of the things I'm going to talk about today. I probably won't number these, but this is from years and years of conversations, my own relationship, my parents, everybody, everything I've seen, everything I've heard, why relationships don't work. And right now, you're taking a big risk trying to be in a relationship with all the deception, all the programming, all the evil in the world. You better know what to expect, and you better, as soon as you see too much of what you don't like, just get out. Just get out. Y'all trying to bring kids. And matter of fact, I love my kids. Like, it's a great thing. Kids is wonderful. But my kids are all from a different time period. You guys that's not married trying to bring kids in this world with these women, you better be real careful. Because I would say the first point I want to make is that women are more sneaky now than any other time that I could ever remember in my life. And that's just from seeing people at work, seeing people out on the streets, having to interact with them with my business stuff, everything. Like, they're more sneaky now. I know about some things that their own husbands don't know about. And it's like, you'd be like, man, I wish I could tell him. But it's for you to just stay out of it and hope that he can find out. So that's why this red pill knowledge, and I think, you know, me and Black Ram had a disagreement some last year. But I think Black Ram, I think Ringo for life, some of the commentary, that he has said. I think Coach Greg Adams, Sandman, Mr. Forma, all of them for just basically confirming a lot of the stuff that I have been seeing for years and years. I don't want to forget to mention anybody. And Book of Alpharonomy. Oh my God, you would think he had a computer chip in your mind, how he breaks it down sometimes. All of these guys are necessary and good, and I'm gonna make sure that at times I support them financially. And y'all need to make sure y'all watching Sandman. I know he has a lot of competition now, but make sure you're watching Sandman, because I'm a preacher, I'm a prophet. That ain't gonna change. But anybody that tries to box me in and say, well, you shouldn't be watching that anyway. Listen, these guys had no effect on my mind other than bringing some things that was already in my mind. to light and making me think. That's pretty much it. Like, none of my decisions were based on nothing that these guys say. I can think for myself, which is a problem. Any woman that thinks that you can't think for yourself is a disrespectful woman. And even Kevin Samuels, like, I don't hate Kevin Samuels. I don't agree with everything, but one thing he said that is the truth from the Bible, and he even brought up the Bible, was the woman's role is the man. That's the main thing that spirals a relationship out of control, is when the person that's supposed to be on top is not on top. That's number one. Let me say it again. When the person that's supposed to be on top is not on top, your relationship is doomed. So any of you guys that's trying to pedestalize your wife and you trying to concede your marriage just for kids, that stuff don't work, man. You gonna mess up your digestive system. It just depending on how toxic your relationship is, you gonna mess up your whole digestive system. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Be the bigger man. After a while, you see it's not gonna get better. Get everything set up for your kids' sake, and move on. That's just the unfortunate reality. It's too many women in the world, too many men in the world for these women. You don't stay with one that does not want you, that doesn't want to be with you, because all she's gonna do is fight. She's gonna fight against your purpose. She's gonna fight against everything. And you're going to be losing testosterone because you're going to be trying to concede. Listen, forget marriage counseling. If your marriage needs to be counseled, then you shouldn't be married. We got too much information. This is the information age. Too many things telling us how we're supposed to be. What's good for us. To be needing marriage counseling, in-person counseling. And these churches ain't the answer. This coming from a prophet. I've been a minister for many years. You can say what you want about me. You can't show me no unrighteousness that I'm doing. So, that's the first point. Like Kevin Samuel said, the role of the woman is the man. The Bible teaches that. And you women who have a problem with that, you arguing against your husband, you ain't supposed to be arguing at all. Period. Point blank. If he's in the wrong, what did the Bible tell you to do? It told you that he may be won by the lifestyle of his wife. Not a word. What do y'all do? Y'all argue, y'all name call, y'all threaten to leave, threaten to take the kids, this, that, and the other. You break up your homes. I get it. Some guys do stuff too. But in today's modern society, I've been seeing, I know a particular guy right now that really should leave his wife. He really should. His wife is horrible. Everybody know it. Everybody knows what she does. She don't even try to hide it. She done cheated on him and everything. What you doing? Who you talking to? You cheated. How are you questioning somebody and you cheated? See, God knows all. And if you with somebody that got away with something that is questioning you, that is going to create a whirlwind of problems. So, reasons why your marriage didn't work or ain't working. Maybe she just was never into you. Some of y'all guys, I'll admit, like, I'm a handsome guy. You can't change my mind. I know it. But that don't mean every woman gonna like me. They not all into you, and a lot of time you pick the one that's not into you. And you reject the ones that are. Then all of a sudden giving their number out, emails, texts, all this weird stuff, because you picked somebody that never wanted you in the first place. So what's some of the things they do that can show you guys, if you got a girlfriend and you think about marrying her, what's some of the things they do to show you this ahead of time? Number one, giving their number to guys. That's number one. Number two, text messages, DMs, emails. Super friendly with guys. You're supposed to be her friend. When you commit to her and she commits to you, all those other guys are supposed to disappear. Now, she'll be attracted to guys, but she shouldn't act upon it in any way. And she shouldn't seek attention from other people in any way. Another way, she plays the victim. Anytime she can't see, it don't matter what the other person does. Whether it's me, you, what matters is the person, the individual. Like, especially it starts with the woman, because she's supposed to be subject to her husband. She has to be able to see her wrongs and correct them. You don't pour gas on the fire. You're dealing with masculinity. You're dealing with men. You don't emasculate a man. When you talk about leaving, when you talk about how much money other guys got, when he catches you in other guys' face, all of these things will destroy your relationship. And some of y'all relationship were the house was crumbling from the beginning. From the beginning. You remember? Remember when she was avoiding your calls? Tell him I'm asleep. And then the other guy calls, oh, hey, how you doing? Right? And then she meets up with him. And some of them, they don't penetrate. They don't go all the way with sex. But she's your girlfriend meeting up with other guys and kissing on them. These things happen. When that happens, at that point, your relationship was pretty much doomed from that point. When any other guy is involved, your relationship is over. It's over. Once it's over. It's over because men, you supposed to come into marriage, like if you find out about polygyny and stuff like that after the fact, then a lot of times out of respect, you shouldn't even practice it. But women, nowhere in the scripture do you see women being permitted to have multiple men. See, this world is getting away from the scripture. And that's the problem. That's the problem. And I tell my sons all the time, man, marriage is a wonderful thing, but be careful. Make these women earn your commitment. Make them earn it. And you can't go by looks because looks fade. You have to know these things. These is things you have to bring up before the wedding ceremony. Before kids are involved. That devastates kids. You a woman, you dealing with an alpha male, you dealing with a masculine man, and you pick, arguing. Shut the hell up. You ain't even supposed to be arguing. You ain't supposed, if he is not on smoking crack or something, excuse me, YouTube, if he's not doing something completely detrimental, you ain't supposed to be arguing with him. You ain't even supposed to be saying nothing, especially if he know you not. A man and God know what that word say. You doomed. You doomed. All these women on here talking about relationship. Please, the majority of y'all, you shouldn't be going with dating or doing anything. You're not ready. You're too childish. You're too selfish. And if you selfish now, imagine how you gonna be when you get in your 40s, 50s, 60s. Your husband will be like Fred Sanford, about to have a heart attack. The truth is the truth, man. And the truth is that a lot of these relationships, if you see the red flags, the warning signs, you can save yourself. You can save yourself. And I'm gonna try to work. I'm gonna try to help you. I'm trying to help you. You gotta realize that when you start having kids, that don't mean that's gonna save your relationship. If somebody at each other's throat, you need to get away from each other. You need to stop talking to each other so much before you end up in a physical altercation. And we are men. Come on now, you know you're gonna lose that battle. You ain't gonna be able to have no firearm. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. Your best bet if your wife hits you is just to put your arms behind your back, get out the room, and go call the police and get her butt put in jail. Because if you touch her, they're going to take everything from you. They're going to try to take everything from you anyways. And you guys that's going through the process of divorce and you got business ideas, do not go full-fledged into your business until it's finalized. Because all that's going to happen is she's going to end up with the money. Her and her new man, who might be a crackhead, might be a heroin addict, woman beater, child molester, liar, fake preacher. You don't know what he gonna be. So don't wait till stuff is finalized before you go all in with that stuff that's gonna make you the million. Especially if she didn't believe in what you was doing. I don't think you should do that. I think you should go back to school. I think you should get a job. I think you shouldn't have never left your job. Yep, and Eve convinced Adam to eat the apple. You can say what you want. Adam didn't have to do it, but why was she even talking? She wasn't even supposed to be talking. We may eat of the fruit from any tree in the garden, but the fruit from the tree of life, why are you even talking? Why are you even talking to the serpent? See, that's that Eve, Jezebel, Lilith, Delilah spirit. See? And these are some of the reasons. Like I said, she probably wasn't into you to begin with. Division, which you might as well split the word up, say different visions. A lot of times it be wait, hold on one second. Give me a second. My phone is trying to, give me 1 second. A lot of times it just be, she doesn't agree with your vision, but she doesn't have a vision. So that's division. It's always a vision if she doesn't agree with your vision, because you're supposed to be the only one with the vision, and everybody in your house is supposed to be following your vision. That's why sometimes it's just good for guys to be by themselves, man. And y'all that's on these jobs with these people like that, this don't just apply for marriage. This is your job too. Why would you work a job that you hate going to, that's toxic? Give it another chance. Go try to find a different job that might not be toxic or might not be as toxic, might be bearable. And if that job is bad, just keep moving on. But life is too short. Life is too short to be messing up your blood, messing up your body, dealing with these toxic people. You're supposed to make everybody adjust to your program. If you work a job and you're not the boss, but yet you gotta work with these people that are toxic, like just creating all kind of problems, you got a decision to make. Just like if you're in a marriage and your wife just always on another page, just y'all fighting all the time, and y'all arguing in front of the kids. Listen, let's all make an effort not to argue in front of kids. Some of y'all, you can't help but argue because people will throw out comments, aggressive comments, and then when you come back at them, Now it's a full-fledged argument. When all they had to do was shut up. This marriage thing, man, y'all gotta be careful with it, man. It's almost like some of y'all don't gamble. You don't go to casino. But yet, you believe in marriage, which is the biggest, practically one of the biggest gambles you could do. It's just the chances of it working out are slim to none. And it happens to some of the best of us, man. Don't look down on yourself. Just don't, if you hitting on her and doing all that weird stuff, then look down on yourself. You shouldn't be doing that. But if it's just some stuff like maybe you were the settle guy, or maybe y'all just can't get on the same page, or y'all just don't get along. Like some people, like if you have a Libra and a Gemini, in their light state, they're going to be practically alike, dualistic. But in their darkness state, they're going to clash big time. Because the Gemini is going to be two-faced, and the Libra is going to be indecisive. I mean, it's just going to be all type of stuff. So, I would recommend you guys to focus on yourself. Build an empire for your kids and go to your kids. Like, if you got divorced, go to your kids and tell your kids just like this. If they too young, don't say it yet. If they grown, you tell them just like this. Anything that I leave you is for you. Don't give it to her. She could have got it with me. So if I leave you something, why would you give it to her? To give to the next man? I'm telling y'all, this is a big gamble, man. It's a big gamble. In my video, if it shuts off, we done. But I'm just going to talk for a few more minutes. So these are some of the things why your relationship is failing. There's no right person. There's no soulmates, no right person. People just make it work the right way. And they make it fail the right way, the wrong way, or whatever. There's no right person. But when you're not the person that a woman wanted, if she likes tall guys and you're short, if she likes rich guys and you're poor, if she likes white guys and you're black, see, all this stuff comes and I'm telling you, because soon as she gets mad, if you marry somebody that likes white guys, soon as she get mad, nigga this, nigga that, like this, black that, I'm telling you, it just happens, man. It happens to the best of people. Every relationship is not going to work. Hardly any of them is going to work. And the majority of the ones that still together, they have a reason for being together. Maybe they don't want to, maybe they linked in their church. They don't want to be embarrassed. Or maybe it's the kids. Or maybe it's for financial reasons. And body count does not matter. It doesn't matter. People change when they change. Body count doesn't matter. Because a woman has a low body count does not guarantee anything. In fact, it's dangerous because if her desire grows for a new person, her curiosity grows, her disrespect is going to grow along with it. And with that, we're going to close, but we will be back. Let me just break it down. Again, if you're not the person they wanted, if y'all on a different page all the time, if y'all can't be around each other without some type of argument or disagreement, These are some of the reasons why. If sex life is important too, the desire has to be there on both ends, because people can see that, people can feel that when somebody don't want to smash, when somebody don't want to do nothing with it. When a woman doesn't want to do something with a guy, no matter what he did or said, if he didn't physically cheat on them, he's gonna think like, then he gonna be out here seeing some of everything. So sex life, you gotta be on the same page in your money. Parenting, you can parent, you can co-parent. That's not a problem as long as you realize, hey, we still gonna be there for our kids. It can be done. But division, all this stuff, is more than likely why your relationship is failing. And the root of it is, I would say, that when a woman settles, because women control the sex, guys control the relationship. Never, 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 never get with a woman that's on a rebound. Because you don't know how she felt about that guy. And you don't know how she feels about him. She liable to cheat on you with him. But we'll continue this conversation. This is the Truth Man channel, giving you the truth. Talking about why marriages fail sometimes. Thanks for watching.